I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Well, I feel like walking, baby, and I feel just like laying back down.
It's important for us to know where we've come from, so we know where we need to go.
And I feel just like laying back down.
If you know your history, you can prepare yourself for your future.
I feel like drinking, I feel like drinking, baby. And ain't no more good whiskey around.
It's extremely important for students to understand some of the social experiences that have occurred in the past. The House of Blues Foundation and its work gives us an opportunity to reinsert an extremely important component.
The overall mission of the House of Blues Foundation is to look at the model of African American culture and African American history, look at the contribution of that group of people to American culture, and study it, gain an understanding and additional respect for it, and then using that as a model to understand how all cultures in America influence one another to make what we call American culture.
The foundation is meant to try to deal with issues of race relations at a time when problems are beginning to emerge again, as well as helping young people understand the legacy of which the blues are a part.
I became involved with the House of Blues Foundation because it seemed to speak to those things that have been very important to me over the years of working in multicultural education and race relations.
Well, in order to make our mission a reality, we're focusing on several programs, one being our educational tours program, another being our Blues Ambassador Scholarship Program. We're developing an artist in residency program for public school systems and private school systems, and also developing a teacher resource center with the ultimate goal of having a Blues in Schools curriculum project. Our educational tours program is geared for students between grades 5 and 12, and it consists of several different segments, one being a history segment, where we talk to the students and do interactive exercises around African American history, starting with the Middle Passage, the slavery era, and then the post-emancipation period. We talk about the culture that developed out of that, how African Americans retained many aspects of Western African culture and developed a culture that became truly African American. Then we do a musical presentation. We have a professional, Salim Washington and his quartet come in. They're professional musicians who do a musical piece, and actually they play blues harmonies and rhythms, show how it relates to jazz, to hip-hop, to pop music, to country, to spirituals. They demonstrate that musically for the children and get them to interact with the music they're playing. So there's several different components to our tours program. It's a lot more than a tour of the building. It's actually a curriculum unit in and of itself.
What do kids need? They really need confidence, and self-expression can bring that confidence. Isn't it amazing that at a time where the biggest export we have to the world is entertainment, and yet in the majority of the school system there is no art or music taught? So it's the Foundation's wish to try to bring music and art back into the public school system in America.
For one, they're just very excited to be in the presence of such a vast collection of folk art. A lot of them may have not had an exposure to folk art prior to their participation in our tours program, so they're excited about it. They have a lot of reactions to it. They have a lot of questions about it, and we get to begin a dialogue about folk art and about some of the ideas and feelings and events expressed in the folk art that we have at the House of Blues. We receive a lot of letters and cards and images done by the students who participate in our program. They have thoughts that come to their mind after participation. They have reactions. They want to thank us for having them come through, or they have additional questions and they want to keep the dialogue going. We've gotten wonderful, wonderful reactions from teachers. A lot of how the word has gotten out about the Educational Tours program is through word of mouth from teachers who have come in and been so happy with the tours program that they've told their co-workers about it.
We don't want the visit to be merely a field trip. We want it to be connected to a much larger unit of learning.
Our Blues Ambassador Scholarship Program is targeted for seniors in high school because the ultimate goal is to make a 4-year commitment to people who are the recipients of the Blues Ambassador Award.
Students have to petition the foundation by application. They're interviewed and then supported over a 4-year period. And I think to be connected to the foundation in that way is something that would enhance student self-esteem. The Resident Artist Program is meant to take the entertainment out of the house to the individual schools.
Our ultimate long-term goal is to have actual Blues in Schools curriculum units, fully developed units that have been developed with myself and with teachers and looked over by field experts, and really high-quality pieces that can be integrated in the school system.
Teachers are always looking for new ways to try to reach their students. And hopefully this offers them a new way to do that. And I think it does.
When he rolled out the concept of the House of Blues, it was important to Isaac that this new club and this new for-profit entity have a social responsibility to the communities in which they locate.
The idea is to take music and art, things that we naturally gravitate towards, and present them in a way that provokes us to think about issues of importance to all of us, how we get along, what we think about one another, and how we treat one another, and why.
We're talking about interactive education, education at the grassroots level. And I, for one, as a business person, as a parent, I believe that this is the kind of philosophy that can work to turn education around.
I think we're going to have a wonderful cross-country network of House of Blues clubs and foundations that will build on the original idea, which is to promote, interracial harmony.
African American culture has had a very significant influence on our country, and hopefully we're at a point in time where people will begin to validate that. And I think that's precisely what the foundation does.
The International House of Blues Foundation has brought a fabulous suite of rooms to the city of Los Angeles. And with that goes not only the pleasure of those rooms, but a great chef series, bringing great culinary delights to those who sponsor the foundation. These rooms will be closed to the public from the 1st of July and only available for those who sponsor wholeheartedly this foundation in our effort to put music and art back in the school system. I hope you'll join us. Thank you.